vacation? Hi, Stu. Stu just got peanut butter. It's been over a week. I know. He's happy kitty right now. You happy kitty? Stella's rubbing on my butt. You happy kitty? Jealous.
Lots of things going on. First off, the Jimmy sold. So, we need to run that out to the enhanced inspection station. I'll do that sometime. Other things, well, I'm going to show you the Subaru. We got an engine hoist so we can pull the motor, and also the Infinity parts are done. And it was way cheaper than I thought it was going to be from Jerry, so we are on the right track. So tomorrow, not this video, but tomorrow we will be bringing the Infinity back, but I want to get the Subaru done first before we start on it.
Stewie's guarding Mommy, because Mommy's making food. Aren't ya? Any good? Hi, Stu? Yeah.
Alright, so we just ran Jimmy out to the enhanced inspection station, and I told you guys I'd show you the Subaru. So, let me show you the Subaru. That's right, I just test fitted stuff up here. The fog lights are just sitting in there, which I will bolt them up after I have the bumper off. The bumper is just sitting there. The grill is clipped in, but the headlights are just sitting there. Everything is just sitting in place. The back bumper, I put a couple bolts in, but I need to take it back off because I didn't put the foam support back in. So I will have to remove it again. But it doesn't look too bad. I wish I kind of would have like swooped this or something, or maybe followed the headlight and came down, but whatever. It is, this is how it turned out. It doesn't look bad from the very back. It's just kind of a little awkward the way I did that, or I should have like blended it somehow. But this is a budget beater, and we're putting a lot of time and effort into it. And I have the Infinity coming, so that means this thing's staying the way it is. We're getting her fixed up and moving her out. Now, I still have to drain the oil out of the engine. I haven't done that yet. This is my new 1-ton engine hoist. Yes, I should have got the 2-ton, but 1 ton is the budget I'm on right now. This is what we're using. In all honesty, this thing is heavy duty. I think it is very nice for the price. With a sale coupon, I got it for $129. It was the cheapest coupon available for this. So I got $50 off of it right off the bat. Very nice. It's very nice. The only thing is, yes, it's a 1 ton if you have the pin the whole way back here. So right now I have it at a 1/2 ton. That is 1,000 pounds. So it should lift this engine out no problem. In fact, I could put it at a 1/4 ton and it'll probably still lift the engine out with no issue. But I'm going to leave it right there for right now. So let's go ahead and get this thing up, drain the fluids. I still have to move the AC compressor. Okay. So I started labeling stuff. I still want to label these hoses. Get this AC compressor out of the way. Heater hoses. And I think there's a couple wires left. Also wanted to show you guys this. This bumper is not a direct bolt up. If you want to go to a newer bumper like this, there is a dip right here in the bumper support. You either need to cut the bumper support out right here, or just cut the bumper, and that's what I did. As you can see, I trimmed it right along this line. Now I can get it back and clip it in, and it works the whole way around. But I did this for another one, and everybody was saying you had to change the rebar and all that stuff. I changed the bumper pad and the bumper, and I just cut that section out. The grill fits over top of it, everything fits up, so it is fine just like this. Also wanted to show you, after this dried, it looks a lot more uniform now. It doesn't look splotchy, just needed time to dry. There's still, you know, runs. They're not as noticeable, especially this one. There was a run right here, and it's really not that noticeable. So it looks pretty good. We just drained the oil. I'm gonna put this thing back down and start labeling and pulling things off. Just out transferring the Jimmy, it took a long time because in PA, I guess the DMV has like 90 days to process paperwork. Well, it was still saying that it was in somebody else's, it was in the insurance company's name, so it hasn't really been transferred to us yet. So he had to manually do the paperwork so that it'll get done at the same time. So, but it just took a while. Anyways, I got underneath here and I got the starter out. I have a couple bow housing bolts to get at, and also it's going to be a lot easier to do these axles whenever I get this down out. So I thought about maybe going ahead and removing the axles because it's going to make it even easier to do the flywheel and stuff, but I don't know if that's what I want to do right now. But I got the starter out. It's just sitting in there. I got to drop it down to where I can get it, or get a ladder and get up in there. And I had found the inspection cover that's on top of the engine to get the flywheel bolts out. All right, so finally I got all four torque converter bolts out. One of them I almost did not get out. If you can see that, it is almost stripped. Until I came up with the torque converter bolt loosener 3000 here. It is a 12mm wrench with a 12mm socket on it, and it's ground down to be shorter, and it fits in there perfectly. I did originally mean to weld it on this side so that it was angled my way, but it actually worked out better that way. So this is what I used. I had to grind it down one more time because it messed the inside of that socket up. It's a cheap socket. It's a Craftsman. So I ground it down so it had good edges again. I gave it a good hammer this time, and they all 4 came out. Only bolt I have holding it in is there's that bracket right there. That bolt is the one that holds it. So now I need to jack the transmission up. I got the floor jack there. So, and I also need to lift up on the engine so that the mounts, the studs come up out of the mounts. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this flex plate off and fix this oil leak. I'm also going to pull the timing cover just to see what it looks like. If it looks like a brand new belt, I'm not touching it. But the thing does run good. And the plate that is leaking, you can see all the oil down here. It's right there, and I can see it's a plastic one. And those are the ones that leak. I got a metal one to replace it. You can see all this oil gunked up in here. Also, I have this off. I'm going to inspect the rear main seal. It's only $4. Well, on Rock Auto, it's only $4. But I'm going to see how much it is at Advanced Auto. I may just do a rear main seal because it's only a couple bucks. And I'm in here. So I'm going to go ahead and tap all these bolts out. I need to get another bolt for in this plate because of it being stripped. I don't want to put it back in. I want to get a good one. So hopefully I can get one of those somewhere local. So here's what I didn't want to do was soak a whole bunch of money into this thing because it's not worth that much. But this thing needs a timing belt. The timing belt has dry cracks in it. There's actually some decent cracks in a couple spots. And now, I could just replace the belt and it'd be a lot cheaper. But while you have it tore down here, you might as well do the whole thing. So I'm trying to price. It's not cheap. These timing belt kits are not cheap. They're more than what I paid for the car. To put it that way. But to get the entire component kit, timing belt, tensioners, and a water pump, you're looking at $180 to $200. You know, for a good one. For what it calls for, the factory one, it's like $500 some. But we're not going that route, that's for sure. But I could probably get away with not doing the water pump because there's no issue there. But I can't see not doing it. So I will avoid doing the valve covers because they are not leaking. The rear main seal is not leaking, but I think I'm going to do it anyways because it's only a couple bucks. And that plate I'm probably going to seal up right now. So the stock oil separator plate that comes on these is plastic. I will say like 3 of those bolts were loose. This thing comes with a new set of bolts and everything, and the bolts have Loctite on them. This engine is going to be sitting out for a good day or so, or even longer. So it's going to have plenty of time for the sealer to dry. It shouldn't have any oil leaks here now. This is looking pretty nice. So I still haven't decided whether I want to do the rear main. That actually looks really good. I have it all cleaned up, and it does look good. So I don't think I'm gonna do it, but you see what I'm saying? It's fairly clean, and it doesn't look like it's leaking at all. There wasn't any residue around it or anything, so I really still haven't decided what I want to do yet. I'm gonna have to order whatever I get. It's special order every parts place I've looked, but I'm fairly certain I'm gonna go with the full kit. All the pulleys, all the tensioners, and the water pump. Oil pump I'm not going to worry with. But yeah, so I guess we'll find out here later what I'm going to do. But anyways, I'm tired, and I have to go pick up the Infiniti tomorrow. Yay! I'm going to jack the car up, and that way I can get the Infiniti in here, and maybe we'll start on it tomorrow. So that's going to be the end of this episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, smash that like button, consider subscribing, go check out some of my old builds, and we'll see you on the next episode on Red.